Now on Local 15.
3 people in Escambia County are sitting in jail this morning accused of mentally abusing a mentally handicapped woman, what police say they forced her to do.
The 17-year-old accused of shooting his 3- and 5-year-old sibling is out of jail. How police say the shooting happened.
And one of the teens in the Gravine Island case has made bail. What new information Local 15 has found out about the group of men who shot Summer Moody.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 today.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. Very special Monday around here. As you can probably already tell, we're in our new studio, new set, HD. We're excited about it. We'll be talking about that coming up throughout the show. Also this half hour, we're going to talk about spring travel deals. Apparently, this is a good time to hop on a plane or a cruise ship and just go somewhere.
Well, and the key is do your research, because you said you have some family members who say, well, maybe this is not a great time.
I don't know. I need to watch the story because I'm looking for a plane ticket right now and I'm not having much luck. But because this is the time between spring break and summer, it's supposed to be a good time to get travel deals.
Right. Okay. So we'll talk about that coming up in a little while. We had certainly some great spring weather over the weekend. You couldn't complain about anything.
No, it was beautiful out there. Yesterday, the winds really picked up, though, and they'll be howling today as well. Here is the live pinpoint Doppler HD, and we're not finding any wet weather this morning. We won't see any wet weather throughout the day today, but our winds are going to remain kicking, and at times they're going to be gusting in between 35 to 40 miles per hour this morning. As far as your temperatures are concerned, we're off to a cool start. Take a look. Mobile, you're waking up to 54 degrees, and we've got some mid-50s for Pascagoula, Gulf Shores, 57 for Pensacola, and 53 for Milton, Florida. Your hour-by-hour forecast is going to be breezy. We do have a wind advisory in place from 10 a.m. through 6 p.m. this evening. Our entire viewing area is included except for our Mississippi counties. At 9 o'clock, 59, mid-60s at lunch, 61 by 3, and by 5 o'clock's drive, 66 degrees. I'll have the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast coming up, but first, a live look at traffic. I-10 at DIP. Traffic is looking nice and smooth this morning. The weather won't slow you down. You'll probably need that heater on, though, a little bit, Pat and Angela.
All right, thank you, Kelly. And 5:02 right now to today's big story. 3 people accused of abusing a mentally handicapped woman in Escambia County are still in jail this morning.
It happened at the home of Deanne and Rondell Hale in the 2800 block of Christine Street. They're accused of tying up Deanne's mentally handicapped adoptive daughter with chains and rope. Police say their friend, Clinton Carl, also played a role. They were also accused of forcing her to wear a sign that read, quote, "I am a thief and a liar." They found the 21-year-old victim suffering from severe wounds to her neck after the chain cut into it. Police say the 3 hit the woman with a bucket, causing a 4-inch gash to her head, then tried to close the wound with super glue, a thread, and a needle. All 3 are facing aggravated abuse of a disabled adult charge.
Well, we're expecting to hear more testimony this week in the case of a man accused of terrible crimes against 2 young children. And we want to warn you, some of the details of this case are disturbing. 23-year-old Jacob Johansson facing 18 counts, 6 counts of rape, 8 counts of sodomy, 4 counts of sexual abuse. Prosecutors say Johansson had sex with the children and forced them to have sex with each other. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
A 17-year-old accused of shooting his little sister and brother, leaving one dead and the other injured, is out on bail. The shooting happened in Fairhope Thursday night. Attorneys for Christopher Smith say he was holding a hunting rifle with a scope when it discharged, hitting and killing his 5-year-old sister and injuring his 3-year-old brother. He was released on a $50,000 bond. Mobile police are trying to find out what happened last night after it appears a person was accidentally shot. This happened about 6:30 at the Oaks apartment on Old Shell Road. Police aren't releasing a lot of information right now. They do say the injuries are not life-threatening.
Well, Summer Moody's boyfriend has bonded out of jail while 2 of his friends still sit behind bars. Scott Bird's attorney says his client has not had contact with Summer Moody since he got out of jail. Daniel Parnell and Dylan Tyree remain behind bars, all 3 of them charged as adults in the Gravine Island case. Deputies say the 3 teens and Moody were breaking into fish camps on Gravine Island a week ago. The 3 fishermen on the island who heard the commotion fired 2 warning shots to scare the teens away. One of the shots hit Moody in the head. Moody has been given less than a 1% chance of survival. We've also uncovered court records that show the 3 men in the group who fired the shots all have criminal records. The Baldwin County Sheriff's Office identified the men as William Hearn, Larry Duncan, and Lonnie Davison. Hearn and Duncan both have past cocaine charges. Davison has a past charge of property theft. An attorney for one of the men will not say which of them fired the shot that hit Moody.
While you were sleeping, George Zimmerman was released from jail after posting his $150,000 bail. A Florida judge also said Zimmerman must be electronically monitored, must avoid alcohol, and cannot have contact with the victim's family. Zimmerman faces trial on second-degree murder charges in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin. He says he shot Martin in self-defense as a 17-year-old attacked him. Martin's family says Zimmerman racially profiled their son.
Well, some South Alabama students are complaining they are living with cockroaches. Students living at the Grove say they've told management about this problem, but not much is being done to fix it. One student invited us into her apartment in Building 5, and we saw roaches crawling in the dishwasher, the microwave, basically all over the kitchen. She didn't want to show her face on camera. She says she's complained several times, but the roaches are still there.
The only thing they say is keep the drains closed, keep the toilet lid closed, and they can only come spray once every other week or every 2 weeks. And they can't permanently, we can't be permanently put on a list for them to spray whenever he does come. We have to put in a request every week. We've gotten pushed back.
That student told us that she was told if she wants to move into another apartment, she and her roommate will have to pay $500. We also talked with other students who say they have the same problems. We called the Grove for comment, but have not heard back. It's tea time for the best female golfers in the world. The Mobile Bay LPGA Classic starts this Thursday at Magnolia Grove, and we want to hook you up with some free tickets.
How about it? We will be giving away the tickets in our next half hour, so be sure to stay tuned. And those ladies are already in town, and they'll start the practice rounds today through Wednesday, and then they get it going Thursday. It is always a great event. Looking forward to it.
And we should find out what the weather will be like for them coming up in just a few minutes.
It should be good. Well, a Virginia teacher is accused of using a gun to get the attention of his students. How police say he made a dozen teens fear for their lives.
Most foreign troops are supposed to be out of Afghanistan by 2014. What deal the U.S. and Afghanistan have made that could keep our nation involved?
When you need a car, truck or van. Truck or van. Who you gonna call? Oh, Redwell.
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
She threatened to kick me out. I told her, your threats do not scare me. They claimed I stole Tupperware from them.
Judge Judy. Today at 4, followed by Local 15 News.
I just don't trust those cash for gold places.
Trust Speedy Cash. They're local and they have a direct relationship with the refiner.
Really?
Sure, stop by any Speedy Cash or go to SpeedyCashGold.com and sell your gold for top dollar.
Love that Speedy Cash.
When you've been injured in a car wreck, you're in a tough spot. And if money was tight before, well, it's only going to get worse. You need money to cover lost wages, medical bills, and more. We understand your frustration. The solution is call Green & Phillips now and speak with a lawyer today. We can help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we'll even come to you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, don't wait. Call Green & Phillips right now. 1-888-510-1020.
Customer needs assistance in the lawn and garden section. Customer needs assistance in the lawn and garden section.
Why deal with this? Come to Dutchman's Lawn & Garden, your Husqvarna lawn and garden dealer. For over 25 years, we've helped our customers find the right lawnmower for their needs. With our competitive prices and service after the sale, there's no need in dealing with the big box stores. Dutchman's Lawn & Garden, a half-mile east of the Beach Express on Highway 98.
Introducing Mullinax Ford and a new way to buy a car in Mobile. At Mullinax, we make car buying easy. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $4,500 in Ford rebates and discounts on 2011 F-150 XLTs. F-150s have the highest fuel economy rating of any full-size pickup. Mullinax has a great selection of 348 F-Series on sale. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees, huge selection. That's easy. That's Mullinax in West Mobile on Airport Boulevard. Find your next Ford on MullinaxFord.com.
This should be everything. Here are the keys.
No, it's Speedy Cash. You get up to $10,000 for the value of your car, and you get to keep it.
Without a bunch of paperwork.
It's a fast, easy service that lets you walk out with cash and the car.
Love that Speedy Cash.
You've seen reports from around the nation.
Do it under federal inspection so that it's safe and nutritious.
Gelatinous pink slime used as filler in ground beef. Is it dangerous? And are local school kids still getting the additive that's been banned in other countries?
Made every effort to produce a good quality product.
Pink slime. Thursday at 10 on Local 15 News. Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today with Angela Barton, Pat Greenwood, and meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast Most Accurate Forecast.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all of you had a nice weekend. It is back to school today, and it's going to be a breezy day for all the school kids. Dressing a little bit warmer, that's for sure. High temperature will reach 68 degrees, but nice walking weather to the bus stop.
All right, thanks, Kelly. 5:10 on this Monday morning. A school teacher in Virginia is accused of taunting students with a gun. Now he's facing 12 felony charges.
60-year-old Manuel Dillo is accused of lining students up in his welding class, 12 students, and pulling out a blank firing handgun on them. Police say he fired that gun in the direction of the students as many as 10 times. No students were hurt. This happened on April 4th. Dillo was arrested this past week and charged with 12 felony counts of brandishing a firearm on school property. He is out on bond and has a hearing scheduled May 7th. A gunman takes aim at a Colorado church, killing the pastor's mother. It happened near the end of services at the New Destiny Christian Center outside Denver. The church's drummer motioned for the pastor's mother to come outside, and she was shot. An off-duty Denver police officer then shot the gunman. Police are not saying who the gunman is or his condition at this time. The drummer was injured. He was not shot, though. No one else was hurt.
Former Democratic presidential candidate John Edwards will face a judge and jury today. He's accused of misusing almost $1 million in illegal campaign contributions. Prosecutors say that money was used to hide his mistress from the press while he was running for president. Edwards says the money was not a contribution, but a gift from friends to protect his wife from the humiliation of his affair. The U.S. and Afghanistan have reached an agreement about our country's commitment after its planned troop withdrawal date. The agreement says the U.S. will not abandon Afghanistan militarily or financially after 2014. That's the deadline for most troops to leave the country. A U.S. Embassy spokesperson says the agreement will help keep the country stable and contribute to the efforts to confront al-Qaeda and other extremist groups. The deal still has to be signed by the presidents of both nations. Well, kids are almost out of school for the summer, and that means signing up for summer camp.
And there are a couple things you need to know before you send them off and before you pick a camp. For starters, instead of talking to the camp director over the phone, visit the camp for yourself. And on that visit, ask some key questions.
What is the amount of returning campers? In other words, the percentage, as well as the percentage of staff that return each year to the camp. A parent should also want to know who in fact does supervise the camp. Is it the owners? Are they actively on site every day?
Just like you would research a company with the Better Business Bureau, check to make sure the camp is accredited with the American Camp Association. We've posted a link to that under the Find It section of our website. Well, before the kids get out of school, we are in what the travel industry calls the shoulder season. I'd never heard of the shoulder season before, but it's the weeks between peak and off-peak travel.
And it's an opportune time to travel cheaply, so they say. And guess what? It's that time of year again. Here's NBC's Chris Clackham.
A month out of winter, 2 months before summer, leisure traveling right now is as cheap and stress-free as it gets all year. And travel agencies say destinations are ready with some bargains.
Places that are seeing a nice little slowdown as we head towards summer include the Caribbean and Mexico, the Gulf Coast and Florida, the Southwest.
Gabe Saglier at Travel Zoo says that because it's not the usual time for vacation travel, there are a lot of vacancies.
That's incentive enough for a lot of these vacation companies and resorts on the ground to offer some of the best pricing of the year.
So cruises, which are always a better bargain this time of year, are especially so this year in light of several cruise ship mishaps. Travel agencies are even offering free transportation to the port.
A lot of these vacation company providers are putting out packages that are inclusive of airfare. In some cases, actually waiving airfare altogether just to get people out there.
If you do have to pay for a flight, book late Tuesday into early Wednesday and actually fly on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Saturdays for the cheapest fares. He also says consider getting to a destination by train or bus. and that bundling reservations is about the best way to save money while traveling. Chris Clacken, NBC News.
And I think the key there is the cruise industry, because given everything that's happened in the recent couple of months, they're trying to do anything they can to get people on a cruise ship. So now maybe a good time to check it out.
They kind of need to.
Yep. Well, today, starting off on the chilly side, meteorologist Kelly Foster tells us how long it's going to last.
Plus, the price of gas has been making it more difficult for people to make ends meet. But now we've seen our first drop in gas prices this year. How much the average price of gas has dropped.
The Two Faces of Dick Clark, the documentary painting Dick in a different light, plus dancing's Battle of the Hunks.
Next, tonight at 6:30 on Local 15. Local 15 News brought to you by Bama Coast Cruise. Local 15 News is brought to you in part by American Carpets.
Gotta get your Checkers.
You're gonna flip for Checkers' $2 chicken and fish feast. Feast on 2 flavor-packed sandwiches, just $2. Checkers spicy chicken, crispy outside, juicy inside, or our crispy fish, wild-caught Alaskan filet. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $2. It's a flavor lover's feast, only at Checkers. Feast on. Everything you love about our Sundays in a new small dish size.
Come be a part of the action at the Mobile Bay LPGA Classic, April 26th through 29th at the Crossing Course at Magnolia Grove on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. For tickets, call 205-942-0444 or visit MobileBayLPGAClassic.com. LPGA, see why it's different out here.
RV buyers, don't miss the anniversary sale at Camping World of South Alabama.
We're celebrating by passing huge discounts on to our loyal customers.
Like this new 2012 Coleman Travel Trailer for only $99.95. Save over $32,000 on a new Four Winds Freedom Elite motorhome. Only $59,995.
On-the-spot financing available. Trades and consignments welcome.
Hurry in for unbeatable prices during Camping World of South Alabama's anniversary sale.
On now through April 29th.
We have everything you'll ever need at Camping World.
EarLab Audiology and Hearing Improvement Center offers the largest selection of top-quality hearing aids at the lowest prices around, and the service at EarLab is incomparable. Come in today to learn more about our lease and finance plans. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the best option for you. Remember, at EarLab, it's not just better hearing, it's a better life.
First preparation, then negotiation. And if that doesn't work, it's litigation. My name is David J. Maloney. I represent accident victims, and I'll personally return your call.
You're watching Local 15, the Weather Authority. Meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast from the Weather Authority.
Welcome back to Local 15 today. It is a little colder this morning.
My kids
they
actually
put the long sleeves on.
Yeah, my kids actually played outside yesterday, Kelly, and they put jackets on. We had to go find where the jackets were.
It has been nice and refreshing, and we're going to continue to have even some colder air pouring in as we take you over the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead this morning, though, and show you how it looks out there on the streets. And you can see I-10, the Bayway, east and westbound traffic looking just fine. Pretty quiet for this time of the morning, that's for sure. The live pinpoint Doppler HD not showing any wet weather. In fact, we're in store for a long dry spell as high pressure continues to build into the region. We do have a wind advisory, though, in place from 10 a.m. through 6 p.m. this evening. It does include our entire viewing area except for our Mississippi counties. It is 52 degrees outside of Mobile, 55 Pascagoula, mid-50s Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Milton at 52. So is Evergreen. And take a look. We're watching an area of low pressure that continues to push up the eastern seaboard. We have a big ridge of high pressure ridging into our region. And with both of those pressure systems working together, we're getting a steady northerly wind flow that is going to be brisk, and it's going to continue to usher in some cooler air. But we are going to stay dry. In fact, winds today will be gusting in between 35 to 40 miles per hour. So if you drive an SUV vehicle, hold on tight to the steering wheel. And if you'll be wearing a hat today, hold on tight to it. Travel weather looks really nice. Partly cloudy in Memphis, 63 degrees. Chilly in Atlanta, 54. Mid-70s for Dallas. Charlotte, North Carolina, partly cloudy at 55. And in Houston, Texas, mid-70s. As far as your pinpoint forecast for today, Gulf Crest, 68 degrees will be the high there. Same for Grand Bay, 68 for Elsinore and for Summerdale. Our inland counties, high 67 for Fulton, same for Chatham, and in Mississippi, we will see some upper 60s for Lucedale, Leakesville, and 68 for Wade. Still very high for the grass as far as that pollen. The trees will be high, and the weeds and the mold will not be an issue. Here is a look at your 7-day forecast. High temperature today, 68 degrees. It will be breezy. Overnight low of 42. We could be waking up with patchy frost across our inland zones, especially where we have those cold spots, and then a fast warm up into the 80s by Wednesday, mid-80s for your upcoming weekend, and the next rain opportunity is small on Sunday at 20%.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Just about to be 5:21. You may have noticed our set looks a little different this morning.
We certainly hope you noticed. We've gone HD this morning, and you can see over, Kelly's got nice digs over in the Weather Center. Huge screen. There she is. Do the Miss America wave. We're giving you a nice little tour of our new studio. I have not counted how many TVs and monitors we have in here. We have quite a few.
I know we've got 4 84-inch monitors that I tried to steal when they came in. I said, because I tell my wife, every guy needs the big TV. 84 inches.
That's just about as big as it gets.
Yeah, but that's the guy's dream, right?
Yeah.
But we've got several 84-inch monitors. We've got 6 TVs behind us when you see us on the desk, so we're excited to show it off, and we'll be showing it off throughout the day. And, of course, this is what you'll see every morning on Local 15 today. Well, for the first time this year, we are seeing a drop in the price of gas.
How much the national average has gone down.
The 2012 Mobile Weather and Marine Almanac is here with a wealth of weather records, facts, and tide tables for the entire year. Pick one up today.
Who's buying scrap gold and out-of-date jewelry? Loop Coin and Jewelry in the Skyland Shopping Center. Who's buying silver bars and sterling silver? Loop Coin and Jewelry. Who's buying old coins, silver dollars, and rare numismatics items? Family owned and operated. Loop Coin and Jewelry, located at the corner of Government Boulevard and Azalea Road. We buy it all.
You girls hungry? I brought churches.
Go mom, you brought home churches. You're the best mom in the world. Fried chicken.
And those honey butter biscuits. Woo! Brown chicken, brown cow.
Let's eat. Everything's better when you bring home churches. Right now, pick up 2 mixed pieces plus a biscuit for just $2.99. Or take home 9 mixed pieces for $9.99. Churches, you bring it home.
When you need a car, truck or van, who you gonna call? Oh, Redwell.
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
Are you missing out on a good night's sleep? Live Oak Medical Equipment has what you need to get that restful night's sleep you're searching for. We understand how important the proper fit of your respiratory equipment is, and that's why our registered respiratory therapist can come to your home to create a custom fit to ensure that you get a better night's sleep. Live Oak Medical Equipment can also deliver all of your respiratory products to your door. Live Oak Medical Equipment and Supplies. Customers first. Quality always.
Mother Nature can be a tad unpredictable. That kind of disposition doesn't sit well with a train. Its forecast is as rock solid as solid rock. Nothing but perfect temps house-wide.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the purchase of qualifying Train heating and cooling system. For more information about this great offer and to find your nearest Train dealer, visit us at altrain.com. That's altrain.com.
It's hard to stop a train.
Man, I can't believe it. I've been fishing all morning and haven't had a bite.
Hey, I got another one.
Derek Beasley, good at fishing, great at forecasting severe weather.
I think this is my lucky lure. What do you think?
Derek Beasley on Local 15, the Weather Authority. Local 15 News is brought to you in part by American Carpets.
Good Monday morning. Glad you're waking up with us. A great time of the day to get in some exercise. It is cool and crisp out there. In fact, the high today, 68 degrees. So if you're going to head out this morning or if you're going to wait through the afternoon, you will need to dress a bit warmer. 68 degrees will be the high. East and westbound on the Bayway looking just fine as you head out the door.
All right, thanks, Kelly. 5:24, time for consumer news. And for the first time this year, we're actually seeing a drop in gas prices. The Lundberg survey says gas prices dropped more than 5 cents a gallon over the past 2 weeks. The drop is directly tied to the stagnant price of crude oil combined with plentiful supplies of finished gasoline. GasBuddy.com says the national average for a gallon of regular is now $3.84. The average in Mobile is $3.67. College seniors prepping for graduation face the weakest job market in more than a decade. Data shows more than half of recent graduates are either out of work or employed in positions that don't require a college degree. Job prospects are the best in the science, education, and health fields. Philosophy, arts, and humanities grads all among the least likely to find jobs.
More than a decade after doctors said measles was gone in the United States, health officials say the virus is back. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says the measles cases hit a 15-year high last year. There were 17 outbreaks nationwide with 222 people infected. All of the patients survived. CDC scientists say the measles virus is usually introduced by people who have traveled internationally, and those who are not vaccinated are at a much higher risk. Also, tick season could be a lot worse this year with all the warm weather we've seen so early in the season. Some scientists say there's a higher threat of Lyme disease, which is transmitted by ticks. It typically shows up in the summer months with flu-like symptoms and often with a circular rash.
Well, check this out. This is one fat cat.
Oh my gosh.
Veterinarians in New Mexico are working to help a cat that has ballooned to 39 pounds. The elderly owner of the cat, named Meow, could no longer care for him, so he's in an animal shelter in Santa Fe. Workers hope to help Meow slim down gradually and then find him a home with a loving family. 39 pounds.
Yeah, she was struggling when she was trying to pick him up.
I believe it.
I think that maybe she should be picking him up. Meow should be trying to walk around. That would help.
Maybe part of the issue. Well, more information is coming out about the possibility of cheating in Mobile County schools on standardized tests. What information has been found that's making some people think the rumors are true?
Poverty levels in Alabama are getting worse. What a new study is saying about that coming up.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by Dr. Scott Walker and the Injury Treatment Center of Mobile.
I just don't trust those cash for gold places.
Trust Speedy Cash. They're local and they have a direct relationship with the refiner.
Really?
Sure, stop by any Speedy Cash or go to SpeedyCashGold.com and sell your gold for top dollar.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Dutchman's Gun and Ammo, your single source for personal protection. Handguns, we got them. Rifles, we've got them. Civil War collectibles, we got them. World War II collectibles, we got them. Just about any military collectibles, we got them. And we will buy or trade your used gun. If you're an avid shooter, never owned a firearm, historical gun collector, or looking for solutions to personal protection, our trained professional staff can help. Dutchman's Gun and Ammo, your single source for personal protection.
Congress may have changed the law, but filing a bankruptcy still may be the solution you're looking for. I'm attorney Jay Casey, and I help people overcome their financial difficulties and rebuild their lives. Did you know that by filing a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you can stop harassing phone calls, stop lawsuits, stop garnishments, and stop the foreclosure of your home? We can help you redesign your debt and take control of your life. If you think we might can help you, call us for a free consultation. I joined because with Tyndall's mobile banking, I can bank from anywhere.
I joined Tyndall because they're not-for-profit and they care about me.
I joined Tyndall to save for a real car.
Tyndall Federal Credit Union.
Introducing Mullinax Ford and a new way to buy a car in Mobile. At Mullinax, we make car buying easy. Swap your ride now and get 0% financing plus $1,250 in Ford rebates on 2012 Ford Fusions and Escapes. Get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 on 2012 Mustang V6s with 305 horsepower getting 31 miles per gallon. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees, huge selection. That's easy. That's Mullinax in West Mobile on Airport Boulevard. Find your next Ford on MullinaxFord.com.
Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley, keeping your family safe with breaking weather alerts. Certified most accurate by Weather Rate on Local 15, the Weather Authority.
This should be everything. Here are the keys.
No, it's Speedy Cash. You get up to $10,000 for the value of your car, and you get to keep it.
Without a bunch of paperwork.
It's a fast, easy service that lets you walk out with cash and the car.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Now on Local 15.
A newspaper article suggests there may be cheating on standardized tests in Mobile County. What's been found in state records now?
The price to send your child to college keeps getting higher. Just how much extra you'll pay at one Alabama college this coming fall.
A big decision in Washington could close 3 Indian casinos in Alabama. What that means for jobs in our area.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Local 15 Today on this Monday, April 23rd.
And we're going to talk about, in our Clicked In segment, a dream app that says it can control your dreams. Look, I'm all about whatever smartphones can do, and it's amazing some of the things they can do. Controlling your dreams? I don't buy it.
I don't either.
I'm interested to see the story.
I want to dream what I'm supposed to dream.
Now, if they can help me not have bad dreams, I don't like having bad dreams. If they could, you know, maybe stop that, that would be nice. I don't think anyone likes that.
That's part of what they say it'll do. So we'll explain that coming up in a little while. As far as the weather is concerned, though, man, what a great weekend, especially Sunday.
It's hard to come back to work when the weather's that nice. Here is the live pinpoint Doppler HD, and this morning, no wet weather around, that's for sure. But the winds are up. They're going to be howling for this Monday. I'm talking gusts up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. So hold on tight to the steering wheel, especially over bridges and overpasses. Now, as far as our temperatures are concerned, it's cooler out there this morning. You do want to grab a light sweater. It's 52 degrees in Mobile, 55 for Gulf Shores, mid-50s for Pascagoula, and low 50s inland. Your hour-by-hour forecast does show breezy conditions, 59 at 9 o'clock, mid-60s by noon. At 3 o'clock today, 68, and by 5 o'clock drive, 66. That wind advisory in effect from 10 a.m. this morning through 6 p.m. this afternoon. Everybody's included except for our Mississippi counties. I'll have a more in-depth look at the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast coming up, but first, traffic looks just fine on this Monday morning.
All right, thanks, Kelly. 5:32, time for our big story this half hour. State documents now confirm a nearly month-old Atlanta newspaper article that suggested there may have been cheating in Mobile County schools.
A Mobile Press Register investigation showed the Mobile County school system has been involved in 4 major cheating violations since 2002. State records in 2008 show 8th graders at Scarborough Middle had modified answer sheets. Documents also found 3 other violations had been discovered since 2002 at May Eanes and Denton Middle Schools, as well as Augusta Evans School. In all of the cases, school employees lost their jobs.
If you've got a student at Auburn University, listen up. Class just got a little more expensive. The University Board of Trustees approved an 8% tuition increase starting this fall. The rate hike includes the Auburn University campus in Montgomery. State appropriations to the school have been declining for years, and another 5% reduction is expected for the coming fiscal year.
And for many students at the University of Alabama, they are being reminded about last year's deadly tornadoes. This Friday is the 1-year anniversary. Survivors will gather Friday across the state to remember those who died and to give thanks to the thousands who helped with the recovery. Local 15 News will be in Tuscaloosa on Friday, and we'll have live reports throughout the day on how far the city has come and the healing that's still left to come.
Mayors across Baldwin County are rallying to stop a bill to de-annex one tiny neighborhood. You might remember this story from 2 weeks ago. We told you about some people in Perdido Beach that want to split away from the town. Every single mayor in the county has since signed a letter urging lawmakers to kill a bill that would allow them to de-annex. They say it would allow any neighborhood anywhere to do the same thing, which would be disastrous.
It would be utter chaos to think that anyone can just de-annex themselves from inside the city limits anytime they want.
The bill passed the State House this week, now moves to the State Senate, which is the last hurdle before it goes to the governor's desk.
A decision in Washington could lead to major job loss at the Indian Casino here in Atmore. A state senator is asking the federal government to decide whether the land owned by the Porch Band of Creek Indians is in trust. An official with the Creek Indians says the federal trust allows them to operate its casinos. The effort could lead to closings, costing many people their jobs.
Pritchard's pensioners are worried about a possible bankruptcy. Friday, the Alabama Supreme Court ruled Pritchard can legally file for bankruptcy protection. It won't have much effect on current pensioners who reached a deal with the city over lost payments, but some are concerned for current employees who are close to retirement. Pritchard's mayor says bankruptcy will allow the city to restructure its pension plan. Jefferson County, Alabama is also facing a financial crisis. State lawmakers will meet today to hammer out a compromise bill to address the problems. In November, the county filed the largest government bankruptcy case in U.S. history, and the cash reserves are going fast. The state Supreme Court killed a tax that generated about $66 million a year. A new revenue source must be approved by the state legislature.
Alabama children are more likely to live in poverty today compared to 8 years ago. Alabama has the 4th highest childhood poverty rate in the country, according to a new study by the Southern Regional Education Board. We were the 8th highest in 2005. Alabama falls behind New Mexico, Mississippi, and Washington, D.C.
Well, this week could mark a new beginning for a dog named Lola. You may remember her. She was injured when her owner allegedly threw her from a 3rd-story balcony. She's doing much better and is now in a foster home waiting to be adopted. Police say her previous owner, Kendria Dexter, was in an argument with her roommate when she threw the dog off the balcony. Dexter told Local 15 News she tossed the puppy and it must have slid through the railings. Dexter is charged with animal cruelty. She is scheduled to be back in court Thursday for a hearing. Well, Earth Day is all about giving back to help the environment. How you can continue to volunteer throughout the week.
Dreaming, an important part of sleep. It can determine if you get a good night's rest or if you're tired the next day. How a new phone app says it can alter your dreams.
When you need a car, truck or van, trucker van, who you gonna call? Oh, Redwell!
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
She threatened to kick me out. I told her, your threats do not scare me. They claimed I stole Tupperware from them.
Judge Judy. Today at 4, followed by Local 15 News.
Come be a part of the action at the Mobile Bay LPGA Classic, April 26th through 29th at the Crossing Course at Magnolia Grove on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. For tickets, call 205-942-0444 or visit MobileBayLPGAClassic.com. LPGA, see why it's different out here.
When you fly, fly easy with Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy. U.S. Airways now serves Pensacola with 2 daily nonstop flights from Pensacola to Washington, D.C. Reagan National Airport. To learn more about new U.S. Airways flights, visit flypensacola.com. Point, pick, and click for the lowest fares on more daily flights to more destinations than any other airport in the region. Fly easy. Fly Pensacola International Airport.
Home, under the canopied shade of the live oak for which it is named. Live Oak Assisted Living Center sits on lush greenery and sun-touched ponds. Families trust Live Oak as a haven of security and care. Enjoy swimming, exercise, activities for fun with friends, dining, worship, or just relax in your studio or suite. Live Oak provides the peace, the care, the independence, or assistance you need. Find what you're looking for. Come home to Live Oak Village.
I'm Donald Friedlander. I've always believed that attorneys live in ivory towers, but lawyers get down with the common man. I've been a lawyer working for the common man since 1967.
I'm Jonathan Friedlander. We're here to handle your legal matters in criminal defense and DUI, personal injury, bankruptcy, domestic relations, and workers' comp matters. Call us or come in today for a lawyer you can trust.
Hey, Derek, buddy. Green's over there. I got this.
Derek Beasley, good at golfing, great at accurate weather forecasts. Derek Beasley, only on Local 15, the Weather Authority.
I guess Derek said it would.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today. With Angela Barton, Pat Greenwood, and meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast.
Time now is 5:39 on this Monday morning. If you want to wash your car, go for it. We're going to have a long dry spell. High temperature today, 68 degrees, so it is going to be a little cool and breezy as well. So those suds may be flying about a little bit, but we are going to have lots of sunshine today.
It was certainly a beautiful weekend, Kelly, and a busy one here in Mobile, especially for those giving back to the community.
18 lacrosse teams from across the South were in the port city playing and raising money for the fallen Coast Guardsmen killed in a chopper crash back in February. About 1,000 people lined the field at the Treon Sportsplex in Daphne to watch a sport we don't get a chance to see down here too often. Organizers say the community definitely stepped up.
Our volunteer response for today has been unbelievable. All of our volunteers, our parents, we've got people from all over the community that came in to volunteer to help us in our support.
Proceeds go toward the Coast Guard Foundation to support the Family Disaster Relief Fund and the Coast Guard Scholarship Fund. Meanwhile, the Shed teamed up with an organization called Practical Factors to raise money for the families of those same fallen Coast Guardsmen. Dozens of people packed into the barbecue restaurant on Old Shell Road for music and good food Saturday. If you didn't make it to either of these events, you can still contribute to the Coast Guard Foundation. Just follow the link on the Find It page of local15tv.com.
Well, Earth Day was yesterday, but you have all week to volunteer for this year's Great American Cleanup. Volunteers hit the streets running Saturday morning at Medal of Honor Park to get that cleanup going. It runs through this coming Saturday. You can see the volunteers out lending a hand, picking up and cleaning up local parks, also neighborhoods and rivers.
We try to come out to the park a couple times a year to do a cleanup, but it just happened to fall this year on the actual event, Great American Cleanup.
Keep Mobile Beautiful is backing the project and handing out supplies to help. In Fairhope, residents marked Earth Day with everything from live music to an environmental film festival. We talked with folks about what Alabama has to offer to celebrate Earth Day.
It is caffeinated, yes.
Every day should be Earth Day, and we are putting together a trail system throughout the state of Alabama so you can leave your home and not drive half a day, park somewhere and spend some time off the roads and into the woods and see what a great place we have in Alabama.
The free festival attracted thousands to Fairhope's municipal pier.
And the Mobile, Alabama Pride celebration wouldn't be complete without a parade, volleyball tournament, and a concert by 80s pop diva Tiffany. She's still around.
She sure is. The week-long event wrapped up yesterday at Bienville Square, where musicians took to the stage. This is the 8th year for the celebration, and Tiffany just released her first country album, Rose Tattoo. She signed copies of it this weekend for fans.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know she was around, didn't know she was a country artist. So glad to have her in the Port City over the weekend. Well, it is a little chilly outside. Meteorologist Kelly Foster tells us when we can expect it to feel more like springtime.
Alabama finished up its 3-gamer with Vanderbilt, looking for the sweep. Was the Tide's baseball team able to roll over Vanderbilt? We'll find out.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by American Carpets.
You're going to flip for Checkers' $2 chicken and fish feast. 2 flavor-packed sandwiches, just $2. Checkers spicy chicken or crispy fish. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $2. Only at Checkers. Feast on.
This is a Citron law firm BP Alert. 2 settlement agreements from the Gulf oil spill are now before a federal judge. If you, your family, or your business lost income, if you have waterfront or wetland property, or live within a half a mile of the coast, or if you were a cleanup worker, you may be eligible for compensation. These settlements are different than the GCCF. Even if you were denied, you may be eligible now. Contact the Citron law firm for a free consultation at 621-3000 or citronlaw.com.
RV buyers, don't miss the anniversary sale at Camping World of South Alabama.
We're celebrating by passing huge discounts onto our loyal customers.
Like this new 2012 Coleman travel trailer for only $99.95. Save over $32,000 on a new 4 Winds Freedom Elite motorhome. Only $59,995.
On-the-spot financing available. Trades and consignments welcome.
Hurry in for unbeatable prices during Camping World of South Alabama's anniversary sale.
On now through April 29th.
We have everything you'll ever need at Camping World.
I've recommended Terry Thompson to my friends and family.
Absolutely trust Terry Thompson.
And for the absolute biggest savings this year on Silverado Crew Cab, save over $10,200 with 0% financing for 72 months.
At Terry Thompson Chevrolet in Daphne.
Our new Ocean Spray Cran-Cherry juice drinks are made with sweet cherries and the crisp, clean taste of our cranberries.
I cannot tell a lie. 'Tis tasty.
Okay, George Washington, did you take my truck out last night?
'Tis tasty.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by SAD Healthcare.
I am Councilwoman Earlene Martin Harris. Your family is invited to join us for our 12th annual Pritchard Celebrates Family by Keeping Families Together. I am reaching out to every mother and father with a son. Join us as we reduce the number of crimes committed in our community.
Stay connected with Local 15 24/7 on local15tv.com, Facebook, and Twitter. Meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast from the Weather Authority.
Welcome back, everybody. 5:45 on this Monday morning, and not so fast. Don't put up the jackets yet.
No.
You might need it this morning.
My kids needed it today, and we've got the LPGA in town, so hopefully some good weather for them.
Great weather for that. It is going to be windy, though, that's for sure. Good Monday morning, everybody. Well, you will need to dress a little bit warmer if you're trying to figure out what to wear this morning. I'd say long pants, even a light sweater. Here is a look at traffic this morning, and we're not seeing any slowdowns out there. No accidents to tell you about this morning, but hold on tight to your wheel if you drive an SUV and you'll be crossing over this bayway. We will have some strong wind pockets, that's for sure. The live pinpoint Doppler not picking up any wet weather this morning, and we're going to stay dry all the way through the afternoon hours. As far as the numbers, it is 52 degrees in Mobile, 55 for Pascagoula, definitely cooler inland, low 50s Evergreen, 52 for Milton, and 55 for Pensacola. We will have our temperatures continuing to climb today. As we show you the clouds and the radar, we're not seeing any wet weather in our neck of the woods, but we are going to have some strong winds, that's for sure. Winds will be gusting in between 35 to 40 miles per hour. A wind advisory in place from 10 a.m. through 6 o'clock this evening. Mississippi counties are not included. I'll have the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast coming up a little bit later on, but first I want to show you what we have going on. We have high pressure right across our viewing area. We have low pressure out across the New York area. And the winds around these two systems is what's causing those winds to continue to pick up. We'll have a very windy day today. It's still going to be breezy tonight, and then we'll see a break in that pattern as we head into Tuesday. If you'll be traveling, 63 degrees will be the high in Memphis, mid-50s Atlanta, mid-70s in Dallas and in Houston. Charlotte, North Carolina, though, high temperature there at 55. Here is your pinpoint forecast. 68 will be the high for Grand Bay, 67 for Stockton, same for Elsinore. As we take you across our inland zones, 67 for Fulton and Castleberry, and then for Mississippi. It looks like we'll see a high today of 68 for Wade and 70 for Ocean Springs. The pollen cast, the grass still very high, the trees will be high, and the weeds and the mold not a problem. Here's your 7-day forecast. Fast warm up though this week. Will hit 80 for Wednesday, mid 80s as we take into the weekend, and our rain chances will be small at 20% on Sunday.
All right, thanks Kelly. 5:47. The LPGA features the best female golfers in the world. Most of them are in Mobile as we speak.
And it is tournament week for those ladies. Practice round starts today, and the Mobile Bay LPGA Classic tees off on Thursday. This morning we are giving away a pair of tickets for free. Right now, give us a call to the number on your screen, 602-1525, or toll free 877-622-1548. The 15th caller wins. And in our 6:30 half hour, we're giving away another pair of tickets, but this time the tickets will be to a kind of different sport. WWE Raw World Tour Wrestling. So we're doing golf and wrestling, like the sophisticated sport, and
the not so sophisticated, but the popular one. It's going to be popular.
Yeah, that's coming to our area in June, so stay tuned for those tickets.
Well, have you noticed anything different about Local 15 today? Hopefully you have.
Yeah, we have officially gone HD. So we have a new set, new studio. As our camera pans
you can see Kelly working in the computer center in the weather center over there. And what we've got is 4 84-inch monitors. We've got the day scene. Of course, if you watch the night side news, that will turn into a night scene behind us. So we're really excited about having this here, and glad you can share it with us.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was really excited this morning because we've been building up to this. We were doing the news in the hallway. I don't know if you were able to notice at home. We certainly have a lot more space and it looks a lot better. I hope you can tell at home.
Yes, and a lot of people behind the scenes did a whole lot of work. People you'll never see on camera that made this possible.
Absolutely.
So our thanks to them.
Well, the creator of a new app is saying that it can change what you dream about.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, how the seemingly scary invention could actually help people in the long run.
The Two Faces of Dick Clark, the documentary painting Dick in a different light, plus dancing's Battle of the Hunk. Next,
Tonight at 6:30 on Local 15.
Trace Atkins.
And I'm Richard Petty.
You know, we've been having a little feud about who knows tough paint. BC.
And whether BC powder or Goodies powder is a faster way to handle it. Goodies.
BC.
Goodies.
No. But we do agree on headache powders.
Because powders dissolve faster than tablets and get to work fast.
So whether you side with BC
or Goodies,
powders are the way to go. BC.
Goodies.
BC.
Goodies.
BC.
When you need a car, truck or van, who are you gonna call? Paul Redwell.
1-800-NEW-HONDA. We all have busy lives, but have you ever stopped to think what would happen to your dreams if you died prematurely? Would your family be able to remain in their home? Would your children be able to continue their education pursuits? Whose life would suffer as a result of your lost income? For a limited time, Farmers Life is offering 10, 20, and 30-year term coverage with no medical exam. Protect your family today by calling 649-9911. That's 649-9911, or go to our website at themosleyagency.com.
Why were you sinking deeper in debt?
Too many bills.
Laid off. Divorced.
Unexpected medical bills.
Credit counseling. Big mistake.
And who can help you get a fresh start?
Stephen L. Klimjak.
Stephen L. Klimjak.
Stephen L. Klimjak.
He can help you.
Call right now.
If you're sinking deeper in debt, get immediate help. Call attorney Stephen L. Klimjak for a free consultation. 694-0600.
Thanks.
I'll take the usual.
Got it.
If you're open to choosing your own batter, mix-ins, and toppings, come in today and build a stack you'll be proud of. Only at Denny's.
You're watching Local 15, the Weather Authority.
The Local 15 weather team has just been certified the area's most accurate by the nation's only independent forecast research firm, WeatherRing.
The most accurate forecast in Mobile.
Most accurate in Baldwin.
And most accurate in Washington and Clark.
No matter where you live, we have you covered with the area's most accurate forecast. The Local 15 weather team, now certified as the most accurate.
Local 15 News, brought to you by Bama Coast Cruise. You're watching Local 15 today.
Good morning, everybody. South Alabama had its modest three-game winning streak stopped Saturday night by Louisiana Lafayette. Yesterday, the Jags looked to rebound and win the rubber game of their series with the Ragin' Cajuns. We take you out to Stanky Field for the highlights, where it was an easy breezy day at the ballpark. Jag starter Jaron Cito starting well, throws it by Jace Conrad in the first. Cito was rock solid, going 7 innings, scattered 7 hits, struck out 6. Cajun starter Jordan Harrison also dealing early. Colin Bray does a U-turn back to the dugout as he chases badly on strike 3. It was scoreless in the bottom of the second, but the bag's full of Jags. Robbie Campbell, the 9th hitter in the order, gets the job done, lifting the fly ball to left center, allowing Nick Zaharian to tag and score to make it 1-0 Jags, and they go from there to win it 5-3. Auburn trying to avoid a 3-game sweep at the hands of 6th-ranked South Carolina in the first. Carolina's Grayson Griner grounds to short. Dan Glevenyak bobbles it, then Garrett Cooper can't pick it or run scores on the error. The next batter is the DH Eric Payne, and Payne lights up Colby Holmes, a 3-run homer to right. 4-0 Gamecocks in the first, and they complete the sweep, crushing Auburn 11-7. Alabama finishing up its three-gamer with Vandy, looking for the sweep, and things going their way early. Bottom of the third, Bama's Austin Smith, the chopper to short. It bounces off Joel McKeithen's leather. A run scores. Alabama led 7-2 through 7, but the wheels come off after that as Vandy rallies to score 7 times in the final 2 innings, and the Commodores avoid the sweep, beating Bama 9-7. In the minors, Jacksonville only manages 5 hits, but still they get the win over the Bay Bears 4-3. The same 2 teams play tonight at the Hank. Saturday night in Georgia, Alabama's gymnastics team locked down its 2nd consecutive national championship. Senior Geraldine Stack Eaton also grabbed her 2nd consecutive individual title by winning the balance beam. Alabama coach Sarah Patterson now has guided Bama to 6 national championships in 4 different decades. The 6 titles, by the way, matches a person by the name of Bear Bryant. Congratulations to Alabama's gymnastics team. That's going to do it for sports. I'll see you back here tonight at 6 o'clock.
Thanks, Lance. Time now is 5:54, and parents, listen up. Get the sweaters ready. It is cool out there this morning. We're waking up in the low to mid 50s. High today, 68 degrees, and great weather for the kids that walk to school.
And it is time to get clicked in now. And are you trying to shake a recurring nightmare, or you just wish your dreams were a bit more entertaining? Well, believe it or not, there's an app for that. Seriously. Matt Cherry takes a look at a new iPhone app that goes to work while you're asleep.
Controlling dreams has been a thing of fiction, like in the film Inception. Until now, Sigmund is an iPhone app created by a Harvard PhD student. It's designed to program your dreams. CNN tech writer John Sutter gave it a try.
You pull up the app before you go to bed for the night, and you choose from a list of about 1,000 words. And these are things that you would want to show up in your dreams.
The words come in a number of different categories, like adventure, sports, and romance. The app calculates what time you'll reach REM sleep, when you're most likely to be dreaming, and that's when a soft female voice repeats your selected words over your iPhone speaker. It's based on a sleep study that found it was possible to alter participants' dreams about 1/3 of the time.
I sort of found myself thinking about it a lot, like while I was, like trying to fall asleep, and it took a lot longer for me to fall asleep than it normally would.
So would you give it a try?
I mean, it messes with your dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I would definitely try that. I've always wanted to try that.
I'm not sure if it can do all that, but I'd try it.
The app costs 99 cents. Its creator hopes it'll do more than just end nightmares.
His hope is that people can use it to try to visualize themselves doing well in a setting like an athlete. A lot of athletes like sort of visualize success, and that by, planting those words in there, you could achieve that.
I'm Matt Cherry, and you're now clicked in.
Yeah, I didn't buy it at 5:30, and I was seeing the story. I still don't buy it.
What would you want to dream about? Can you think of anything?
Yeah, winning a big game, or, doing a flawless newscast. Something like that.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm so sure you would dream about that.
Not stumbling over any words?
I think I would like to dream of winning the Mega Millions. Actually, if you could just give me the numbers in my dream, and then I could go buy the ticket. That would be my dream.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't know if you guys do this, but sometimes if I'm watching a TV show and then I go to sleep, I'll end up dreaming about what I just watched. So maybe there's a little bit of truth to this.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't know if I believe it 100% either.
Yeah, the soft female voice get a calculated time. That's just kind of creepy to me. That's just my thought.
Especially when you don't know it.
First, you have to get a smartphone, Pat.
That's true. That's step number 1.
That would be the first part.
All right, George Zimmerman is out of jail this morning. What attorneys say he's thinking about.
In South Alabama, students say they are living with cockroaches. One student invited us into her apartment. What we found.
When you need a car, truck or van. Truck or van. Who are you gonna call? Oh, Redwell.
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
This premium memory foam queen set, only $7.99 at Home Place.
And that's a good deal.
Plus a free 24-inch flat screen TV.
And that's a great deal.
There's no place like home. Place.
Hi! We're spreading the word about new Honey Bunches of Oats fruit blends and their unique taste combinations.
Like peach raspberry.
With one flavor in the granola bunch and one on the plate.
2 flavors.
In harmony.
Honey Bunches of Oats. Make your day bunches better.
When you fly, fly easy with Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy.
U.S. Airways now serves Pensacola with 2 daily nonstop flights from Pensacola to Washington, D.C. Reagan National Airport. To learn more about new U.S. Airways flights, visit flypensacola.com. Point, pick, and click for the lowest fares on more daily flights to more destinations than any other airport in the region. Fly easy. Fly Pensacola International Airport.
You're gonna flip for Checkers' $2 chicken and fish feast. 2 flavor-packed sandwiches, just $2. Checkers spicy chicken or crispy fish. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $2. Only at Checkers. Feast on.
Mother Nature can be a tad unpredictable. That kind of disposition doesn't sit well with a train. Its forecast is as rock solid as solid rock. Nothing but perfect temps house-wide.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the purchase of qualifying Train heating and cooling systems. For more information about this great offer and to find your nearest Train dealer, visit us at fltrain.com. That's fltrain.com.
It's hard to stop a train.
The solid wood entertainment wall, only $11.99 at Home Place.
And that's a good deal.
Plus a free 40-inch flat screen TV.
And that's a great deal.
There's no place like Home Place.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by beautiful Timber Creek Golf Club in Daphne. Now on Local 15.
3 people have been arrested in Pensacola accused of abusing a mentally handicapped woman. What police say they did to her.
The teen accused of shooting and killing his 5-year-old sister and injuring his 3-year-old brother is out on bail. What police say happened.
One of the teens who was there when Summer Moody was shot has been released on bail. What new information we have on the men in the group who shot her.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today.
Good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock straight up on your Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend. We certainly did. We enjoyed the weather. It's really nice out there.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about in this half hour trend setting in music. What is the city that best predicts how music will do? If you know what that skyline is, you'll know. But I can tell you right now, it's not New York. It's not Los Angeles. It's what you would think, right?
A city in the South.
How about that?
I think I have an idea, but I'm going to keep my mouth zipped.
Well, it's going to be great weather over there this week. It's going to be great weather here this week. It was a beautiful weekend.
It was so nice this weekend. We did have very breezy conditions on Sunday, and our winds are continuing to build up across the area. Live pinpoint Doppler radar not showing any wet weather this morning, but we are going to have the winds today gusting in between 35 to 40 miles per hour. We do have a wind advisory in place from 10 a.m. through 6 p.m. for our entire viewing area. Our Mississippi counties are not included. Here's a look at the numbers. We're waking up to some cooler readings, that's for sure. Mobile is at 52, 54 Gulf Shores, 55 for you in Pensacola, and low 50s inland. We could even see a little bit of patchy frost tomorrow morning. Your hour-by-hour forecast looks like this. 9 o'clock, 59. By noontime, 64, 68 at 3, and by 5 o'clock's drive, 66. And that would be our inland zones, the far inland zones that could see that patchy frost. I'll have the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast coming up. But first, a look at traffic. Mobile Bay looking nice and sunny on this Monday morning.
Thank you, Kelly. 6:02 right now. 3 people accused of abusing a mentally handicapped woman in Escambia County are still in jail this morning.
It happened at the home of Deanne and Rondell Hale in the 2800 block of Christine Street. They're accused of tying up Deanne's mentally handicapped adoptive daughter with chains and rope. Police say their friend Clinton Carr also played a role. They're also accused of forcing her to wear a sign that read, "I am a thief and a liar." They found the 21-year-old victim suffering from severe wounds to her neck after the chain cut into it. Police say the 3 hit the woman with a bucket, causing a 4-inch gash to her head, then tried to close the wound with super glue and then thread a needle. All 3 are facing aggravated abuse of a disabled adult charges.
Well, we are expecting to hear more testimony this morning, or this week, I should say, in the case of a man accused of heinous crimes against 2 young children. And we want to warn you, some of the details of this case are disturbing. 23-year-old Jacob Johansson is facing 18 counts, 6 counts of rape, 8 counts of sodomy, and 4 counts of sexual abuse. Prosecutors say he had sex with the children and forced them to have sex with each other. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
A 17-year-old accused of shooting his little sister and brother, leaving one dead and the other injured, is out on bail. The shooting happened in Fairhope Thursday night. Attorneys for Christopher Smith say he was holding a hunting rifle with a scope when it discharged, hitting and killing his 5-year-old sister and injuring his 3-year-old brother. He was released on a $50,000 bond. Mobile police are trying to find out what happened last night after it appears a person was accidentally shot. It happened about 6:30 at the Oaks apartment on Old Shell Road. The police aren't releasing a lot of information right now. They do say the injuries are not life-threatening.
Summer Moody's boyfriend is bonded out of jail while his 2 friends still sit behind bars. Scott Bird's attorney says his client has not had any contact with Moody since he got out of jail. Daniel Parnell and Dylan Tyree are still behind bars. All of them are charged as adults in the Gravine Island case. Deputies say the 3 teens were breaking into fish camps on the island with Moody a week ago. 3 fishermen on the island heard the commotion. They fired 2 warning shots to scare the teens away, and one of them hit Moody in the head. She's been given less than a 1% chance of survival. We've also uncovered court records that show the 3 men in the group who fired the shots all have criminal records. The Baldwin County Sheriff's Office identified the men as William Hearn, Larry Duncan, and Lonnie Davison. Hearn and Duncan both have past cocaine charges. Davison has a past charge of property theft. An attorney for one of the men will not say which of them fired the shot that hit Moody.
New this morning, George Zimmerman, charged with second-degree murder in the death of Florida teen Trayvon Martin, is walking free. He was released on bond overnight. Ed Payne reports.
George Zimmerman walked out of jail in Sanford, Florida, wearing a brown jacket and jeans and carrying a brown paper bag in his arms. He got into the back of a white BMW, and he had nothing to say to reporters. A judge set bond at $150,000 at a hearing on Friday. With the 10% cash payment customarily made to secure bond, Zimmerman's family needed $15,000 to post his bond. Zimmerman apologized to Martin's family at that hearing.
I wanted to say I am sorry for the loss of your son. I did not know how old he was. I thought he was a little bit younger than I am, and I did not know if he was armed or not.
Zimmerman's attorney said his client was responding to an interview in which Martin's mother said she wanted to hear from the man who shot her son. But a lawyer for Martin's family called that apology insincere. Saturday, Zimmerman got a jailhouse visit from his attorney, who described Zimmerman's state of mind to reporters.
He's sort of focused on getting out at this point. You know, it's a long, long process. This is the first few steps of it, and he's still very worried about the fact that he's facing a life sentence on a second-degree murder charge.
I'm Ed Payne reporting.
The sheriff's office said Zimmerman was fitted with an electronic monitoring device which can keep tabs on his whereabouts in real time. Now, it is unclear if he's allowed to leave the state of Florida.
So in South Alabama, students are complaining that they are living with cockroaches. Students living at the Grove say they've told management about the problem, but not much is being done to fix it. One student invited us into her apartment in Building 5, and we did see roaches crawling in the dishwasher, the microwave, basically all over the kitchen. She did not want to show her face on camera, but says she's complained several times and the roaches are still there.
The only thing they say is keep the drains closed, keep the toilet lid closed, and they can only come spray once every other week or every 2 weeks. And they can't permanently, we can't be permanently put on a list for them to spray whenever he does come. We have to put in a request every week. We've gotten pushed back.
That student told us if she wants to move into another apartment, she was told that she and her roommate would have to pay $500. We also talked with other students who say they have the same problem. We called the Grove for comment, but we have not heard back.
Well, if you're looking for something to fill your summer calendar, you may want to catch some wrestling, and what guy doesn't?
Of course, the WWE Raw World Tour coming to the Mobile Civic Center June 2nd. This morning, we are giving away a pair of tickets for free. Stay tuned during our 6:30 half hour for your chance to win. We'll tell you when to call. And yeah, it is kind of mostly guys, but I know some women who
there
like
are
wrestling.
ladies, yeah. But yeah,
and there's some
WWE
female
comes to town.
wrestlers too, right?
Yes, but WWE comes to town. That is a big deal.
It's a hot ticket.
Free tickets all week. All right, meteorologist Kelly Foster says it's going to be a cool one. We'll have her full forecast.
A simple blood test may be able to tell you your fertility in the future, why many doctors don't know about it.
Local 15's travel forecast is brought to you in part by Pensacola International Airport.
She threatened to kick me out. I told her, your threats do not scare me. They claimed I stole Tupperware from them.
Judge Judy. Today at 4, followed by Local 15 News.
Get 1.9% for 72 months on new Lincoln MKZ, 12 in stock at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, where you can buy a new Lincoln MKZ for only $31,777 at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, home of the man that can't say no.
It's time to get back in the yard and get the job done. Now there's a better way. It's time to stop the mix, stop the mess, and start getting it done. So get it done right with True Fuel. The first ready-to-use engineered fuel and synthetic oil, precision blended for your 2-cycle gear. It's ethanol-free and won't break down like pump gas. So stop mixing and start getting it done. Learn more at TrueFuel50.com.
Why do more people on the Gulf Coast choose Chevrolet? Because it's better quality, bigger savings, and the best selection at your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers. The new 30 MPG Camaro outsells Mustang and Challenger combined and starts at just $24,180. Or drive a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. The 32 MPG Equinox, specially priced at just $229 a month. $229 a month. Better quality, bigger savings, best selection. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers, exceeding your expectations.
Most people don't realize they're going to be hurt in a motor vehicle collision until it's too late. One moment, you're going about your life as usual. And the next, it can be turned completely upside down through no fault of your own. Now, accidents aren't always predictable, but being treated unfairly by an unreasonable insurance company after one is. You don't have to be a victim of that, too. And you don't have to put up with it. Because if I'm representing you, I'm not going to. My name is David J. Maloney, and I'll personally return your call.
It's an all-out truck sale at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, where you can buy a new Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab for only $27,877. You save over $7,000 at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, home of the man that can't say no.
You've seen reports from around the nation.
Do it under federal inspection so that it's safe and nutritious.
Gelatinous pink slime used as filler in ground beef. Is it dangerous? And are local school kids still getting the additive that's been banned in other countries?
Made every effort to produce a good quality product.
Pink slime. Thursday at 10 on Local 15 News. Meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast from the Weather Authority.
6:11 as you're getting ready for work or school. It's back to school for Mobile County and Baldwin County kids, and they had a nice spring break week off. It's a little chilly this morning as they head back.
But a lot of people grumbling this morning because it is time to get back to work or school.
Well, that cooler air may wake them up a little bit, and they're going to have some fast winds as they make their walk to school this morning. That's for sure. Make sure you grab the sweaters before you head out. Here's a live look at traffic, and we're not seeing any slowdowns out there. Bayway looks nice and beautiful as you make your drive over the Bayway, heading back to work or school. It's going to be hard to do so when it's this pretty out there. Live pinpoint radar this morning, not showing any wet weather. And as far as our temperatures are concerned, we're waking up to 50 degrees in Mobile, 54 Pensacola, 53 for Pensacola. Winds today are going to be so high that we do have a wind advisory in place from mid-morning all the way through 6 o'clock. Everybody's included except for our Mississippi counties. So keep that in mind today. We're going to have even some colder temperatures pouring in through the overnight hours. Notice no wet weather, but take a look at what's causing those showers. It's an area of low pressure sitting just off the eastern seaboard, high pressure over Kansas City, and both of these pressure systems giving us a northerly wind flow locally. So we could be dealing with some record challenging lows across our far inland zones tonight, and some of the folks there may be even waking up to some patchy frost. If you'll be traveling, we're not seeing any wet weather. Partly cloudy in Memphis, 63 degrees, mid-50s Dallas, 75 for Charlotte, and we will have, notice all of the airports are a go, no flight delays. Temperature-wise, high temperatures, 68 for Gulf Crest, 68 for Grand Bay, same for Summerdale, and then as we take you north of town, slightly cooler, 67 for Castleberry and Wallace, and in Mississippi, the high temperature today for Ocean Springs, Mississippi will be 70 degrees. Pollen cast still very high for the grass, high for the trees and the weeds and the mold. Not a problem. Here is your 7-day forecast. We're going to have a fast warm up. We'll hit 80 degrees by Wednesday. Over the weekend, mid-80s, and no wet weather throughout the work week. Isolated showers are possible on Sunday.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, you may have noticed our set looks a little different this morning.
Yeah, we hope you noticed, because we are now officially HD. And let's take a look around at what our studio looks like. And this is the Weather Center. And as we continue to pan left, you can see that our news desk and, 84-inch TVs all over the place. A big thanks to the entire crew here at Local 15. Most of the people that you'll never see on camera, the engineers, the directors, the producers, the graphics people who made all this happen. In case you may not have noticed, we've been in the hallway, been doing news in the hallway for about a month as we got all of this ready to go, and they made it a pretty seamless transition. So big thanks to all the people behind the scenes who made this happen.
Yeah, and this is game day. You know, this is the first day for us here in the morning. We debuted this set last night. If you had a chance to join us last night at 10, you saw that. But just a shout out to all the people behind the scenes this morning who are making the newscast look fabulous. Our producers, Karen and Denise, Chris, our director, punching all the buttons, doing a great job this morning. Victoria, who controls the audio, and Alexa and Michael, who are in here in the studio with us, getting all the camera shots. I think we're doing a pretty good job so
far
today.
Doing okay. Even our news director's here, and even Derek Beasley is here behind the scenes.
I know, Derek is helping out with the weather stuff.
He said, man, it's early. I said, yeah, welcome to our lives. So, so big thank you to everybody, and we hope you enjoy the news set just as much as we do.
Eric, our editor. How did I forget? Eric, our editor, who edits the video. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Okay, so we're going to move on with the news now, because we know that's why you tune in.
That's
the investigation into the Secret Service prostitution scandal is getting broader. What a House committee is trying to determine.
And free lunch really does exist. We'll tell you where you can cash in this week.
So did you have a good breakfast?
Yep.
Sausage?
Yep.
Eggs?
Yep.
Is somebody cooking for you? Let me speak to her.
Did you have my mom cook?
Hi. Baby, she sounds a little old for you.
Are you struggling to pay your bills on time? Even the hardest workers can find themselves with more debt than they can pay.
I'm attorney Stephen Alclimjack. There are laws to help you. If you're facing harassing phone calls, repossession, or foreclosure, call me.
694-0600.
This week at J&J Furniture, you've got choices. Buy all the furniture you want, then get 20% more furniture free. Or pay no interest on your purchase for 36 months. It's the Make Your Own sale at J&J Furniture and Mattress.
At Gulf Chrysler, we live up to our reputation
of making incredible deals on new Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles.
We know your expectations are high, and we know that we can meet them. We make it easy for you to get price and payments in just moments.
We have one of the largest inventories and a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager to assist you.
And when your vehicle needs service, our Quick Lube Center will have you out in no time.
So for sales and complete service, see us at Gulf Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Foley.
So you make the drive.
It will make the deal. RV buyers, don't miss the anniversary sale at Camping World of South Alabama.
We're celebrating by passing huge discounts on to our loyal customers.
Like this new 2012 Coleman travel trailer for only $99.95. Save over $32,000 on a new Four Winds Freedom Elite motorhome. Only $59,995.
On the spot financing available. Trades and consignments welcome.
Hurry in for unbeatable prices during Camping World of South Alabama's anniversary sale.
On now through April 29th.
We have everything you'll ever need at Camping World.
You're making this look too easy. Sinking into a seat that rivals your living room sofa, letting the power steering do the work for you. No, most people don't enjoy mowing this much. But here, you're among friends. Experience the new John Deere Select Series X310. One test drive is all it takes.
For all of your John Deere equipment and service, visit Foley Implement Company in Baldwin County or Mid-Gulf Equipment in Mobile.
Every morning is the same. The one bright spot? McDonald's, where we get one of those sweet and creamy iced coffees. Caramel, every day. Hazelnut?
McCafe iced coffee. Choose from 3 delicious flavors.
Who are you?
The simple joy of surprising yourself.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by Eugene Mosley of the Mosley Agency. Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today with Angela Barton, Pat Greenwood, and meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Well, as you make your morning walk, it is going to look like spring, but not feel like spring. Unseasonably cool weather has invaded the Gulf Coast. Your high today, 68 degrees this morning, though, starting out in the low 50s, so you will need to dress a little bit warmer before you head out the door.
All right, thanks, Kelly. 6:18, a school teacher in Virginia is accused of taunting students with a gun. Now he's facing 12 felony charges.
60-year-old Manuel Dillo allegedly lined students up, 12 of them, in his welding class and pulled out a blank-firing handgun on them. Police say he fired the gun in the direction of the students as many as 10 times. No students were hurt. This happened on April 4th. Dillo was arrested this past week and charged with 12 felony counts of brandishing a firearm on school property. He's out on bond and has a hearing scheduled May 7th. A gunman takes aim at a Colorado church, killing the pastor's mother. It happened near the end of services at the New Destiny Christian Center outside Denver. The church's drummer motioned for the pastor's mother to come outside, and she was shot. An off-duty Denver police officer shot the gunman. Police are not saying who the gunman is. His condition is not known. The drummer was injured, not shot, though. No one else was hurt.
Former Democratic presidential candidate John Edwards will face a judge and jury today. He's accused of misusing almost $1 million in illegal campaign contributions. Prosecutors say that money was used to hide his mistress from the press while he was running for president. Edwards says the money was not a contribution, but a gift from friends to protect his wife from the humiliation of his affair.
Another high-profile trial set to begin today in Chicago for the man accused of killing actress and singer Jennifer Hudson's mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew. William Balfour is the estranged husband of Hudson's sister, Julia. He's accused in those 2008 shootings. Prosecutors say he opened fire on the family because he was jealous of Julia's new boyfriend. A jury was seated in that case last week.
Congressional committees are widening their investigations into an alleged U.S. Secret Service scandal involving prostitutes in Colombia ahead of a recent trip there by President Barack Obama. The Senate Homeland Security Committee wants to determine whether what transpired was an exception or a pattern of misconduct that's gone on elsewhere by Secret Service agents. The House Homeland Security Committee sent Secret Service Director Mark Sullivan a list of 50 specific questions. They include a request for a comprehensive minute-by-minute timeline. The U.S. and Afghanistan have reached an agreement about our country's commitment after its planned troop withdrawal date. The agreement says the U.S. will not abandon Afghanistan militarily or financially after 2014. That's the deadline for most troops to leave the country. A U.S. Embassy spokesperson says the agreement will help keep the country stable and contribute to efforts to confront al-Qaeda and other extremist groups. That deal must be signed still by the presidents of both nations.
6:20 right now in this morning's health news. A new cutting-edge test can grant a woman a glimpse into the future of her fertility. It's a simple test. It's inexpensive. Any woman can take it. So why don't doctors know about it? Susan Hendricks has the details in today's Health Minute.
After getting married, a simple blood test would have told Amy and Tim Hoffman not to wait too long before starting a family.
We definitely always thought that we'd be parents.
Although she was in her early 30s, Amy didn't have many reproductive eggs left, a discovery her doctor made after giving Amy an AMH test. It's a blood test that can determine roughly how many eggs a woman has at any point in time. It's not expensive, but it's so new, your doctor may not even know about it.
This actually can tell you on a score of less than 0.1, which is the lowest number, up to 4 or greater, how many eggs you might have left as your ovarian reserve.
You may not know that a woman's eggs may not necessarily age in tandem with her body. That means it's possible for a female in her mid-30s to have the eggs and thus the fertility chances of a woman much older.
many of these ladies actually have lower ovarian reserve, or the number of eggs left, than we ever had anticipated. We're not sure why, but we're trying to get more of the young women to at least get that test done so they would know where they stand.
Amy went through in vitro fertilization and became pregnant. Women without a partner can still get an AMH test and freeze their eggs if the test comes back low. For today's Health Minute, I'm Susan Hendricks.
In consumer news, there is such a thing as a free lunch for children at the Olive Garden anyway. Thursday marks the 20th anniversary of Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. They will eat free at Olive Garden. Log on to the restaurant's Facebook page for a coupon for a free kids meal with every paid adults meal. Now, this is good Thursday only, but bring your kids and you'll get a free meal. Or they will at least get a free meal, and you'll get a little break on the bill.
Yeah. At
Olive Garden. Not bad. Well, after about a month on top, Hunger Games is no longer leading the box office. What movie was able to defeat it over the weekend?
A southern city leading the country's music scene. What city's listeners are setting the national trends?
You've been hit by a careless driver and you're not sure what to do, and you can't even get straight answers from the other driver's insurance company. You need to call Green & Phillips right now and talk to a lawyer. We have an experienced team of lawyers who fight the insurance giants every day. We'll get you all the money you deserve. We'll do it quickly and efficiently. You need help, and you need it now. If you've been injured in a car wreck, call Green & Phillips right now and meet with a lawyer today. Call 1-888-510-1020.
Why do more people on the Gulf Coast choose Chevrolet? Because it's better quality, bigger savings, and the best selection at your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers. The new Chevy Cruze is rated the best compact car for the money and delivers an amazing 42 mpg. Drive this Consumer's Digest Best Buy for just $159 a month, or save at the pump with the 40 mpg Chevy Sonic, a top safety pick starting at only $14,625. Better quality, bigger savings, best selection. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers, exceeding your expectations.
Customer needs assistance in the lawn and garden section. Customer needs assistance in the lawn and garden section.
Why deal with this? Come to Dutchman's Lawn and Garden, your Husqvarna lawn and garden dealer. For over 25 years, we've helped our customers find the right lawnmower for their needs. With our competitive prices and service after the sale, there's no need in dealing with the big box stores. Dutchman's Lawn and Garden, a half-mile east of the Beach Express on Highway 98.
Public notice. Pat Peck Nissan is holding a pre-auction liquidation for the next 4 days. 100 select used cars, all grouped together, all with pre-auction discounts of 30 to 50% off. A Pat Peck Nissan public notice. 100 used cars, discounted from 30 to 50% off. Tuesday morning. All remaining units shipped to auction. Do not miss this opportunity at Pat Peck Nissan. I-65 at Airport Boulevard in Mobile.
When in pain, you want a dedicated physician to help get your life back. At the Bolts Pain Center, we partner with you in managing your care in a relaxing, serene setting. Before you're faced with surgery, explore your options. Fellowship-trained physician, soothing environment, and family atmosphere. Bolts Pain and Wellness Center,
where we treat you like family.
I'm Donald Friedlander. For over 44 years, I've been putting people into Chapter 13 and Chapter 7 bankruptcies. Is your lawyer giving you a $250 cash rebate on their Chapter 13 attorney's fee? I am.
The big station is 93 BLX.
6:25 now, and there is a new king of the box office.
Yeah, we're just talking about it in the commercial break. A lot of folks thinking like a man this weekend. That movie came in #1, dethroning this year's record-setting blockbuster, The Hunger Games. Think Like a Man took in $33 million in its first weekend on the big screen. Another newcomer, The Lucky One, came in #2, just under $23 million. And after nearly a month in the top spot, The Hunger Games settling for 3rd place. But it isn't doing too bad. $14.5 million this weekend, but to date the film has grossed nearly $357 million, with more Hunger Games to come in the future.
Yes, they'll be doing okay. All right, what city leads the U.S. and Canada when it comes to trends in popular music? Well, it's not New York, not L.A. or Chicago or Nashville. According to researchers behind the paper, the Geographic Flow of Music, Atlanta is the trendsetter. The study focused on music listening habits using data from the internet radio website Last.fm. It found Atlanta listeners were the best at predicting what everyone would be listening to a few weeks ahead of time. The ATL was tops for overall music and hip-hop, while Montreal was the indie music leader.
Did you just say the ATL?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
That's how I roll.
That's how you roll.
But yeah, I wouldn't have picked Atlanta as the trend-setting city for music, but according to the newspaper, that's what they say. But also a newspaper article out of Atlanta has had some ramifications down here. There was an article that said there was likely cheating on tests in Mobile County, so what's been found in state records now.
And the FBI warning your computer may no longer be able to connect to the internet by this summer. What steps you can do to take to protect your computer coming up.
When you need a car, truck or van, who you gonna call? Oh, Redwell.
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
Does the Suzuki Kizashi come with a special parking space maker? No. But it does come with available all-wheel drive plus 50 other awesome features. The Suzuki Kizashi, truly amazing.
Congress may have changed the law, but filing a bankruptcy still may be the solution you're looking for. I'm attorney Jay Casey, and I help people overcome their financial difficulties and rebuild their lives. Did you know that by filing a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you can stop harassing phone calls, stop lawsuits, stop garnishments, and stop the foreclosure of your home? We can help you redesign your debt and take control of your life. If you think we might can help you, call us for a free consultation.
I've recommended Terry Thompson to my friends and family.
Absolutely trust Terry Thompson.
And for the absolute biggest savings this year on Silverado Crew Cab, save over $10,200 with 0% financing for 72 months.
At Terry Thompson Chevrolet in Daphne.
Some places I go really aggravate my allergies, so I get Claritin Clear. This is all bayberry. And bayberry pollen, very allergenic. Non-drowsy Claritin relieves my worst symptoms. Only Claritin is proven to keep me as alert and focused as someone without allergies. Live Claritin Clear.
Does the Suzuki Kizashi come with a special parking space maker? No. But it does come with available all-wheel drive plus 50 other awesome features. The Suzuki Kizashi, truly amazing.
Tonight, The Voice is live as 8 contestants sing for their lives, and the instant eliminations will shock everyone.
I didn't see this coming.
Plus, explosive performances by Adam, CeeLo, and their teams. The Voice live two-night event, tonight and tomorrow here on NBC.
Tonight, there are only 4 episodes left, with one extraordinary moment after the next.
I am not about to let some movie star stop me.
Call somebody. She can't breathe.
New Smash, tonight after The Voice, here on NBC.
Now on Local 15.
The state records show a number of cheating cases in Mobile County schools. What administrators did about it.
Next fall, you could be paying more for your child's college tuition. How higher it is going to be at one of the state's major colleges.
And organizers at the Wind Creek Casino in Atmore have a close eye on Washington, why they're concerned their doors may close.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Local 15 Today on this Monday, April 23rd. Hello in HD. As you can tell, we are looking a little different this morning, a little clearer picture.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that coming up this half hour. Also, summer camp. It's time to get started in picking one. You know, if you wait too long, they could all be filled up. So this is the time where parents are really trying to narrow down where they'll send their kids.
And if you're not a return visitor to that particular camp, how do you evaluate which one's good and which one's not good?
Right.
So we'll give you some tips on that, because that's a challenge for a lot of parents as they try to figure out what to do with those kids, because summertime's not too far away. Didn't feel like summertime this week. It felt like almost winter when it got up on Sunday morning. It was nice.
It was very nice. You know, it looks like spring, but doesn't necessarily feel like it out there. It's been nice and chilly. Here is the live pinpoint Doppler, and this morning we're not seeing any wet weather around. In fact, you can retire that umbrella really throughout the rest of the work week. We expect rain-free conditions. It is going to be a windy start, though, back to work. That's for sure. Winds are going to be gusting in between 35 to 40 miles per hour. The scan not picking up a drop of rain. We have very low relative humidity, and there's not a cloud in sight to produce any raindrops. It's 50 degrees right now in Mobile, 54 for Gulf Shores, 53 Pensacola, very chilly in Evergreen at 51, and we're going to have even more colder air pouring in tonight. Hour by hour looks like this locally. 9 o'clock, 59, breezy out there. Mid-60s by lunch, 68 when the kids get out of school. And for your drive at 5, we'll be right at 66. I'll have the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast coming up. But first, a look on top of the Cochran-Africatown Bridge. Traffic looks fine. Notice our camera's shaking around a little bit. That's an indication of some strong winds out there. I'll talk more about the next 7 days later in the show.
All right, thanks, Kelly. 6:32, time for our big story this half hour. State documents now confirm a nearly month-old Atlanta newspaper article that suggested there may have been cheating in Mobile County schools.
A Mobile Press Register investigation showed the Mobile County school system has been involved in 4 major cheating violations since 2002. State records show in 2008, 8th graders at Scarborough Middle had modified answer sheets, and documents found 3 other violations had been discovered since 2002 at Maynes and Denton Middle Schools, as well as Augusta Evans School. In all of the cases, school employees lost their jobs.
If you've got a student at Auburn University, listen up, class just got a little more expensive. The University Board of Trustees approved an 8% tuition increase starting this fall. That rate hike also includes the Auburn University campus in Montgomery. State appropriations to the school have been declining for years, and another 5% reduction is expected for the coming fiscal year.
And many University of Alabama students are being reminded of last year's deadly tornadoes. This Friday is the 1-year anniversary. Survivors will gather Friday across the state to remember those who died and to give thanks to the thousands who helped with the recovery. Local 15 News will be in Tuscaloosa this Friday with live reports throughout the day on how far the city has come and the healing that's still left to come.
Well, mayors across Baldwin County are rallying to stop a bill to de-annex one tiny neighborhood. You might remember this story from 2 weeks ago. We told you about some people in Perdido Beach that want to split away from the town. Every single mayor in the county has signed a letter urging lawmakers to kill a bill that would allow them to de-annex. They say it would allow any neighborhood anywhere to do the same thing, and that would be disastrous.
It would be utter chaos to think that anyone can just de-annex themselves from inside the city limits anytime they want.
The bill passed the state house this week. It now moves to the state senate, which is the last hurdle before it hits the governor's desk.
A decision in Washington could lead to major job loss at the Indian Casino in Atmore. A state senator is asking the federal government to decide whether the land owned by the Porch Band of Creek Indians is in trust. An official with the Creek Indians says the federal trust allows them to operate the casino. If this effort is successful, it could lead to closings, costing many people their jobs.
Pritchard's pensioners are worried about a possible bankruptcy. Friday, the Alabama Supreme Court ruled Pritchard can legally file for bankruptcy protection. It won't have much effect on current pensioners who reached a deal with the city over lost payments, but some are concerned for current employees who are close to retirement. Pritchard's mayor says bankruptcy will allow the city to restructure its pension plan. Jefferson County, Alabama is also facing a financial crisis. State lawmakers will meet today to hammer out a compromise bill to address the problems. In November, the county filed the largest government bankruptcy case in U.S. history, and the cash reserves are going fast. The state Supreme Court killed a tax that generated about $66 million a year. A new revenue source must be approved by the state legislature.
Alabama children are more likely to live in poverty today than 7 years ago. Alabama has the 4th highest childhood poverty rate in the country now, according to a new study by the Southern Regional Education Board. We were 8th highest in 2005. Alabama now falls behind New Mexico, Mississippi, and Washington, D.C.
Well, this week could mark a new beginning for a dog named Lola. You may remember her. She was injured when her owner allegedly threw her from a 3rd-story balcony. She's doing much better and is now in a foster home waiting to be adopted. Police say her previous owner, Kendria Dexter, was in an argument with her roommate when she threw the dog off the balcony. Dexter told Local 15 News she tossed the puppy and it must have slid through the railings. Dexter is charged with animal cruelty. She's scheduled to be back in court Thursday for a hearing.
New this morning, we've learned what apparently caused the loss of a high-tech military aircraft on its unmanned test flight last summer. The Pentagon released a report on the failed test of its hypersonic technology vehicle, or HTV-2. Scientists concluded the HTV's skin literally peeled off as it reached speeds approaching Mach 20. That's 20 times the speed of sound, or 13,000 miles per hour. The damaged glider then fell into the Pacific Ocean, the same result as an earlier test in 2010. By this summer, your computer may no longer be able to go online. The FBI is warning users to check for a type of malware called the DNS changer. It is like a virus and was used by a group of hackers to commit fraud. The FBI has caught the crooks behind it, but the temporary fix keeping those computers up and running goes away in July. We've posted links to check your computer under the Find It section on local15tv.com.
I'm not a computer guy, so trying to check and see if I have a virus or not would be a challenge, but I'll tell you, if I get online in the summer and can't get online,
then you're going to
know,
you're going to want to know what's wrong. DNS changer. It's the first time I'd heard about this.
Yeah, no kidding.
So go on our website and get it checked out before you can't get online.
And find a friend that knows about computers and get your computer checked. All right, meteorologist Kelly Foster says it's going to be cooler today than it has been. We'll have her full forecast.
Earth Day, all about taking care of Mother Earth, how you can participate even though the holidays pass.
And 80s pop star performed live from Mobile over the weekend. What she had to say about her time spent with the late Dick Clark.
Get 1.9% for 72 months on new Lincoln MKZ, 12 in stock at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, where you can buy a new Lincoln MKZ for only $31,777 at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, home of the man that can't say no.
Mother Nature can be a tad unpredictable. That kind of disposition doesn't sit well with a train. Its forecast is as rock solid as solid rock. Nothing but perfect temps house-wide.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the purchase of qualifying train heating and cooling system. For more information about this great offer and to find your nearest train dealer, visit us at altrain.com. That's altrain.com.
It's hard to stop a train.
You know, Chase Freedom gives you 5% cash back at grocery stores this quarter.
Thank you.
Activate your 5% cash back. Chase.com/freedom.
Not 10, not 30, up to 50% off Kelly Blue Book value. At Ski-Co Automotive, every vehicle on the lot is drastically reduced for immediate disposal. We've got over 400 vehicles on the lot that will be sold at wholesale auction prices. No reasonable offer will be refused. That's right, Ski-Co has your late model, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock and ready for delivery. There's never been a better time to buy. Like new vehicles at wholesale auction prices. Why go anywhere else? Ski-Co Automotive, airport just west of Cody, Mobile.
What'll it be?
I'll have blueberry pancakes. Actually, make that glazed pecans.
Okay.
With chocolate. No, caramel sauce.
Whipped cream?
Yeah. But on the side.
Introducing Build Your Own Pancakes. Only at Denny's.
It's an all-out truck sale at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, where you can buy a new Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab for only $27,877. You save over $7,000 at Bayview Ford Lincoln in Daphne, home of the man that can't say no.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by SAD Healthcare. Meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast from the Weather Authority.
6:40 on this Monday morning, and one thing you'll notice as you step outside is that the temperatures are a little chillier.
Absolutely. Maybe even a jacket necessary today, or a sweater?
I would say a sweater this morning. It's going to be breezy throughout the day as well, so that's going to put an extra bite in the air. Although it looks like spring, it's not feeling like it too much. This morning, we're starting out in the low to mid 50s, and this afternoon, we're only going to see upper 60s. So if you're trying to figure out what to wear today and just kind of staring in your closet, well, dress a little bit warmer. Here's a live look at traffic and what you can expect as you hit the streets. The Bayway looking nice and beautiful. Notice our waters, though, they are rough out there. We do have a small craft advisory in place through this evening. We also have a wind advisory as well. The live pinpoint Doppler radar not showing any wet weather at this hour, but we are going to have those winds continuing to kick up. So we have a wind advisory from mid-morning all the way through 6 o'clock this afternoon. Everybody's included except for our Mississippi counties. Now here's a look at our numbers. In Mobile, it is 50 degrees, 53 Pensacola, 54 Gulf Shores, 51 for Evergreen. And as far as our beach cam is concerned, a gorgeous sunrise. This is looking east across Gulf Shores. Notice right now the surf is flat. We have that offshore wind flow, and I know a lot of the Mobile, Baldwin County schools are back after being off last week. But if you have any time to visit the beach during the afternoon hours, even if you have to go to school today, this is mainly for the college students, it's going to be gorgeous. As far as the weather authority, clouds and radar, notice right now we're not finding any clouds in sight, but we are going to have that cold air continuing to pour in. We have a ridge of high pressure and we have an area of low pressure, and this is bringing some spring snow to places like New York, Portland. But what these two systems are doing is giving us a steady northerly wind flow. So it's going to be brisk for today, and our winds will begin to relax a little bit on Tuesday. If you're traveling, we're not seeing any wet weather. Memphis, 63 degrees, mid-50s Atlanta, 75 for Dallas and Houston, and in Charlotte, North Carolina, 55. Here is your pinpoint forecast. 68 will be the high in Gulf Crest, same for Summerdale. As we take you north of town, we'll see 67 for Wallace and Chatham, and as we take you a little bit further west, we'll see 68 for the high in Agricola. Pollen cast still very high for the grass, high for the trees. 7-day forecast looks like this. It will be a breezy day today, rain-free all the way through Saturday, and by Sunday, only isolated showers. That warm-up begins on Wednesday. We'll hit 80 and then mid-80s on Friday, and that continues through the weekend.
All right, sounds good to me. Thanks, Kelly. 6:43, and if you've been watching us this morning, certainly we hope you've noticed by now something's a little different.
If you have an HD television, you probably really noticed the difference. We are HD now, and not only are we broadcasting in high definition, but we also have a brand new set to go with it. You're getting a nice kind of overview of what we're working with here, including, Kelly, some of the new weather equipment and programs that you have that will help give accurate forecast.
Yes, you know, hurricane season is a heartbeat away, and we've now transitioned to Weather Central. We've all been in training. Derek Beasley knows the system inside and out, and I'm almost there, but I'm very excited about it. I think we'll be able to do a whole lot more. We'll still be able to go right into your neighborhood and give you a more accurate forecast to exactly what is happening on your street. Plus, this will give us a nice pan of the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic, and for all the tropical weather that we'll, of course, be monitoring every inch of as we take you through hurricane season coming up, and severe weather as well.
And glad to be in nice crystal clear HD.
Oh, yes.
So a nice change for us, and hope you enjoy it. Well, thousands joined forces this weekend to give back to the families of 3 fallen Coast Guardsmen.
Summer just around the corner, and we'll tell you what you need to know when sending your kids to summer camp.
When you need a car, truck or van, who you gonna call? Oh, Redwell!
1-800-NEW-HONDA.
Get that new Jeep you've wanted equipped, not stripped.
At Gulf Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Foley, as low as $299 a month.
And get over 500 miles to a tank of gas.
Look great plus save thousands.
Gulf Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Foley.
You make the drive.
And we'll make the deal.
Are you having trouble with your motorized wheelchair? Call our trained technicians at Live Oak Medical Equipment. In many cases, we can repair your wheelchair in your home. Plus, we can see if you qualify for a new power wheelchair at little or no cost to you. Call the number on the screen, and one of our trained technicians will schedule a repair in your home today and see if you qualify for a new power wheelchair. Live Oak Medical Equipment and Supplies. Customers first. Quality always.
Introducing Mullinax Ford and a new way to buy a car in Mobile. At Mullinax Ford, we make car buying easy. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $4,500 in Ford rebates and discounts on 2011 F-150 XLTs, including those with the fuel-efficient EcoBoost engines. Mullinax has 80 2011 F-150s that gotta go. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees, huge selection. That's easy. That's Mullinax in West Mobile on Airport Boulevard. Find your next Ford on MullinaxFord.com.
Who's buying scrap gold and out-of-date jewelry? Loop Coin and Jewelry in the Skyland Shopping Center. Who's buying silver bars and sterling silver? Loop Coin and Jewelry. Who's buying old coins, silver dollars, and rare numismatics items? Family owned and operated. Loop Coin and Jewelry, located at the corner of Government Boulevard and Azalea Road. We buy it all.
Get your new Ram truck equipped, not stripped.
At Gulf Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Foley, as low as $24,990.
Or get special 0% financing plus generous Gulf discount.
Gulf Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Foley.
You make the drive.
And we'll make the deal.
Gospel 900, 660 AM, WGOK.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 Today with Angela Barton, Pat Greenwood, and meteorologist Kelly Foster with the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast.
6:46 right now. It's been a busy weekend here in Mobile, especially for those giving back to the community.
That's right. 18 lacrosse teams from across the South were in the port city playing and raising money for the fallen Coast Guardsmen killed in a chopper crash in February. About 1,000 people line the field at the Treon Sports Complex in Daphne to watch a sport we don't get a chance to see down here too often. Organizers say the community definitely stepped up.
Our volunteer response for today has been unbelievable. All of our volunteers, our parents, we've got people from all over the community that came in to volunteer to help us in our support.
Proceeds go toward the Coast Guard Foundation to support the Family Disaster Relief Fund and the Coast Guard Scholarship Fund. Meanwhile, the Shed teamed up with an organization called Practical Factors to raise money for the families of those same fallen Coast Guardsmen. Dozens of people packed into the barbecue restaurant on Old Shell Road for some music and good food Saturday. If you didn't make it to either of these events, you can still contribute to the Coast Guard Foundation. Just follow the link we've provided on the Find It section of local15tv.com.
Earth Day was yesterday, but you have all week to volunteer for this year's Great American Cleanup. Volunteers hit the streets running Saturday morning at Medal of Honor Park to get that cleanup going. It runs through this coming Saturday. Hundreds of volunteers are expected to lend a hand and clean up local parks, neighborhoods, and rivers.
We try to come out to the park a couple times a year to do a cleanup, but it just happened to fall this year on the actual event, Great American Cleanup.
Keep Mobile Beautiful is backing the project, and they're even handing out supplies to help out.
And the Mobile, Alabama Pride celebration wouldn't be complete without a parade, volleyball tournament, and a concert by 80s pop diva Tiffany.
That week-long event wrapped up yesterday at Bienville Square, where musicians took to the stage, including Tiffany. This is the 8th year for the celebration. Tiffany says her desire to take the stage can be traced back to her first appearances on shows like American Bandstand with the late Dick Clark.
So for me, I always wanted to do these shows, you know, Dick Clark, and all of these different shows, Johnny Carson. Definitely, and it's great that my dreams came true and I was able to meet those people.
We've had a great turnout. We have vendors and sponsors from across the Southeast this weekend, and it's a nice time. We do have a lot of our local talents, and of course Tiffany is joining us today. We're really having a nice time.
Saw Tiffany there signing her new album for fans. She just released her first country album. It's called Rose Tattoo.
How about it? All right, do you plan to send your kids to summer camp this summer?
If you do, when you're looking for a camp, there are a lot of questions you have to ask as a parent. Tracy Davidson breaks some of them down.
And the fountain looks so pretty.
So beautiful.
This will be Laura and Danny Swerdlow's 5th year at Southampton Day Camp.
I love coming back here. This is like my second happiest place other than my house.
When Laura and Danny's mom, Nancy, was looking for a summer camp, she did her research and says she asked a lot of questions. For starters, instead of talking to the camp director on the phone, she visited to see for herself.
Walking around, seeing the happiness of everyone here and the passion that Rick and Jackie, as owners, you feel that passion, which goes to the staff, the counselors, and all of the campers.
And there are key questions to ask on that visit.
What is the amount of returning campers? In other words, the percentage, as well as the percentage of staff that return each year to the camp. A parent should also want to know who, in fact, does supervise the camp. Is it the owners? Are they actively on site every day?
Also ask, how is the staff evaluated each year? Are background checks required? And are there any registered nurses on staff?
Also, is it a safe environment in terms of a gated property? Is there somebody that's a gatekeeper that makes sure that only people that should be there are there?
Just as you would research a company with the Better Business Bureau, check with the American Camp Association to make sure the camp is accredited.
You can be assured that that camp has voluntarily subjected itself to a whole bunch of safety features, transportation, kitchen even when it prepares food on camp, activities, background checks, staffing, and just general fun stuff.
And you may be thinking it's too soon to start planning for the summer camp, but obviously not. There are many benefits for thinking ahead.
Some camps will offer you a discount if you sign up early, and those programs can fill up fast. So planning ahead will save you from scrambling when summer rolls around. You got to have something for the kids to do because 2 days into summer vacation, they're bored.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If it takes 2 days.
I know.
Now, if you're looking for...
My nieces and nephews that are in that age,
yes,
that's how they're bored.
Absolutely. They're not ready to go back to school, but they're bored. All right, if you're looking for other events to fill out your summer calendar, here is one for you.
Yeah, this one ought to be a lot of fun. The WWE Raw World Tour coming to the Mobile Civic Center June 2nd. And this morning, you can win a pair of tickets for free. We are giving them away right now. Give us a call, the number on your screen, 15th caller wins, 602-1525.
And some are calling it an NBA cheap shot. We have some amazing video along with other stories going viral in our Trending Now segment.
But first, let's get a look at what's happening on the Today Show with Ann Curry.
Good morning, and coming up here on a Monday morning on Today, we're following that breaking news in the Trayvon Martin case. George Zimmerman out of jail after posting bail overnight. Where will he go to await his murder trial? We're live in Florida. Also had Al's keeping his eye on the spring nor'easter that's bringing heavy rain, high winds, and even some snow to the East Coast, impacting millions of people. How long will it last? We'll get his forecast. Then two big stars. We're going to talk to Jack Black about the controversy surrounding his new movie. And Hugh Grant will be here to talk about his new film, becoming a first-time dad, and also the British phone hacking scandal. And Juliana and Bill Rancic will be making a big announcement when they join us for an exclusive live interview this morning here on a Monday here on Today.
Why do more people on the Gulf Coast choose Chevrolet? Because it's better quality, bigger savings, and the best selection at your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers. The new Chevy Cruze is rated the best compact car for the money and delivers an amazing 42 mpg. Drive this Consumer's Digest Best Buy for just $159 a month, or save at the pump with the 40 mpg Chevy Sonic, a top safety pick starting at only $14,625. Better quality, bigger savings, best selection. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers, exceeding your expectations.
You're making this look too easy. Sinking into a seat that rivals your living room sofa, letting the power steering do the work for you. No, most people don't enjoy mowing this much. But here, you're among friends. Experience the new John Deere Select Series X310. One test drive is all it takes.
For all of your John Deere equipment and service, visit Foley Implement Company in Baldwin County or Mid-Gulf Equipment in Mobile.
This week at J&J Furniture, you've got choices. Buy all the furniture you want, then get 20% more furniture free. Or pay no interest on your purchase for 36 months. It's the Make Your Own sale at J&J Furniture and Mattress.
You're gonna flip for Checkers' $2 chicken and fish feast. 2 flavor pack sandwiches, just $2. Checkers spicy chicken or crispy fish. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $2. Only at Checkers. Feast on.
Shop, compare, then save at Bay Chevrolet, where your money goes farther and where sales taxes are lower in the city. Plus, get 0% financing for up to 72 months or customer cash back up to $6,005. Shop, compare, and save on 2012 Silverado Extended Cabs from just $17,473. 2012 Traverses from just $22,458. And 2012 Tahoes from just $28,665. Shop, compare, and save at Bay Chevrolet. Government Boulevard at I-65, Exit 1.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by Citron Law Firm.
55, time now for a look at today's top stories. 3 people are in jail this morning accused of abusing a mentally handicapped woman. Police say they forced her to wear a sign that read, "I am a thief and a liar." They found the 21-year-old victim suffering from severe wounds to her neck after the chain cut into it. Police say the 3 people hit the woman with a bucket, causing a 4-inch gash to her head, then tried to close the wound with a super glue, thread, and a needle.
A 17-year-old accused of shooting his little sister and brother, leaving one of them dead and the other injured, is out of jail on a $50,000 bond. The shooting happened in Fairhope Thursday night. Attorneys for Christopher Smith say he was holding a hunting rifle with a scope when it went off, hitting and killing his 5-year-old sister and injuring his 3-year-old brother.
Some South Alabama students are complaining that they are living with cockroaches at the Grove Apartments, and they say not much is being done to fix it. One resident says she's complained several times, but the roaches are still there. We called the Grove for comment, but have not heard back.
Where George Zimmerman is going now after being released from jail is being kept secret for his safety. The Florida Neighborhood Watch volunteer was released on bail around midnight Sunday from Seminole County Jail. He did not look at photographers gathered outside or say anything. Zimmerman is charged with second-degree murder. He says he fatally shot 17-year-old Trayvon Martin in self-defense.
All right, time to take a look at what is trending on the internet and several stories to get to, including the best paper towels. Good Housekeeping put paper towels to the test. The overall winner is Viva paper towels. The softest, Bounty Extra Soft. The strongest also goes to Bounty. The best deal going to Brawny. And EcoSmart, the best one for going green, Scott Naturals. So there you go. If you're looking for the best bargain overall in paper towels, Viva, they say, is the way to go.
I never look.
You just grab, right?
Yeah, I just grab.
Which one is on sale? And we sometimes pick our trending stories by ourselves, and I asked Pat, did you pick this one this morning?
I did.
And he did.
I did.
He wanted to know about paper towels. Okay, well, this happened yesterday, game between LA Lakers and, you see that? Oklahoma Thunder. That is Ron Artest, or he's really known as Meta World Peace now. Elbowing James Harden right in the neck. Here's the close-up slow motion. He was ejected from the game, as you can imagine. Harden went to the back, got tested for a concussion. We don't know if he has an injury or anything yet. And we really don't know what caused Meta World Peace to do this.
to be unpeaceful.
But
yeah,
that was an amazing video that does not look like it was fun.
Ron Artest came out in the Meta World Peace. That's what happened.
That's a direct hit.
Well, take a look at this. This is one of those videos that you just want to say, look how cute. This is Yogi and Boo Boo. There are two orphan bear cubs, and this video is kind of these two little bears learning how to walk, and kind of hard for them to get their balance, and it's hard to get those muscles to do what you want them to do when you're that little, but boy, are they going to get big.
Absolutely.
Cute little bear cubs.
Yeah,
but they're somebody's pets. That's the thing I want to know. There's a kitchen table in the background.
They're in the house.
Not smart.
Have a good day, everybody.
You're watching Local 15, the Weather Authority.
Together.
It's a powerful word. When two of the region's largest and oldest banks come together, it's even more powerful.
We're more than 250 branches.
We're 350 ATMs.
Over 240 years of tradition.
We're in your hometown.
We're mobile banking, online banking,
and extended hours.
Hancock,
Whitney, and you. Moving forward together.
Thank you.
What's this?
That's my breakfast.
Really?
It's under 300 calories.
Try a delicious delight sandwich instead. It's also under 300 calories. Now everybody's happy.
Delights by Jimmy Dean. Shine on.
I have retired from the game, but not from being big. Good thing one car gives me full-size luxury and 36 miles per gallon, which is nice because I've got shoes that are bigger than most hybrids. And more stylish, too. If you don't know the luxurious yet fuel-efficient LaCrosse, you don't know Buick.
Now get 2 years of premium services for one low monthly payment on the 2012 Buick LaCrosse with e-assist technology. Consider it a new lease on luxury.
Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley, keeping your family safe with breaking weather alerts. Certified most accurate by Weather Rate on Local 15, the Weather Authority.
Breaking news, George Zimmerman posts bail and walks out of a Florida jail overnight. Will he be forced to leave that state for his own safety as he awaits his trial for the murder of Trayvon Martin? Nasty nor'easter, a powerful spring storm causing misery for millions of people from Virginia to Maine this morning. Soaking rain, high winds, and in some places, up to a foot of snow. Al has a forecast. And coming to America, Prince Harry tapped to receive a major award in Washington, D.C. next month, but it's a joke he made about his brother and sister-in-law over the weekend that has people talking today, Monday, April 23rd, 2012.
From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Ann Curry. Live
from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Monday morning. I'm Matt Lauer, and look who's back.
Oh, hey. Well, you know, I had a nice week off of vacation. I wish I was coming back with better weather, though. It's kind of a mess outside.
For a lot of people, no question. Anyway, it's good to have you back here.
Thank you so much, Matt. Anyway, I'm Ann Curry. Coming up this morning, we'll be talking about this breaking news in Florida, where officials are keeping George Zimmerman's